In this video, we are going to be creating the particle system for our icosphere. So go over to the particle system and click New. Change the type from emitter to hair. And as you can see, this is what it becomes, and it looks pretty crazy. Let's zoom in here. And the hair length, we're going to set that to 0.2. Yeah, I think that looks good. Maybe even a little bit longer. Let's go 0.25. I think that'll be fine. And for the hair dynamics, if you check that on and we play this, you'll notice that the hair is now simulating, and that looks really nice. Let's open this up and see the settings. Here we have the mass. This is the mass of the hair. We have the stiffness. This is how stiff the hair will be. So if I turn it up very high, it won't move at all. But I like to go with a value of 1. I think that will look good. Let's see what this looks like if we play it. And as you can see, it looks really nice. The dampening, basically this is just the dampening of the bending motion, as you can see in the description right there. It'll just kind of slow down the hair a little bit. We can leave that at 0.5. The random, we will also turn this up to maybe 0.5. The mass we can bring up just a little bit. Let's restart the animation and play it one more time. There we go, not too bad. Okay, another thing that we need to do is scroll down to the cycled hair settings and the root right here. This is the thickness of the hair. We'll zoom in and we'll press Shift Z, and you can see that the hair, it looks like spikes. It's not very realistic. So what we need to do is change this value to 0.2. So the hair becomes quite thin and it actually looks like hair. I can press Z to get out of that view. Also make sure advanced is checked on. I think that'll be good. Okay, for the number of hair, we're gonna be turning this value to 2000. And you might still think that it doesn't look that good. That's because we're going to be adding children to this. So scroll down to the children section right here. I'll open that up and I'll click on simple. Once we do that, you can see a lot more hair has come into our scene. Basically what the children does is it takes one particle and then multiplies that. Right here we have the display. This is what is currently displayed in the 3D viewport. The render is 100. Currently it's only displaying 10 particles per one particle. We can turn this value up if we want to. Let's go with 50. And you can see that looks really nice. Now here we have a bunch of different settings. What we're going to be doing is turning up the uniform just a little bit. Let's also turn on the display and bring the display down so we can actually see what we're doing. Let's go with like 2%, maybe 3. All right, and this is only for the 3D viewport. Once you do the final render, it will be 100%, so you don't have to worry about that. This is just to make us be able to see and also move faster in the scene. We'll turn up the uniform a little bit, and then the randomness, we'll also turn that up as well. Oh, there we go, that gives it some random variation. The roundness here, we can mess around with that. The radius, this is how close it will be to the icosphere, and as you can see, if I go really far, it just spreads out. Right here, the clump, I want to turn this down just a little bit so the hair starts at one point and then spreads out. I think that will look good. We can change the shape if we want to, maybe bring it up. Not too bad. Okay, I think everything else is good. Let's play this and see what it looks like. So press Alt-A. And as you can see, it is going a little bit slower since the hair is taking a little longer to simulate. There we go. Great. One more thing though, if we zoom in, it's very choppy. As you can see there, there's like a point. It doesn't look that good. We need to turn up the steps over here. So bring that up to maybe 3 or 4. I think that'll look good. And as you can see, it's now smoothed out. Also over here, check on B-spline and then change this to a value of 4. This will also help to smooth out the hair. Perfect. Let's do a quick bake. So save your project, scroll up to the baking, that is right here. Set the end frame to 200, then hit bake. And in the next video, we will be creating the materials and the lighting.